And this is when she first went missing. I'm getting chills thinking about this. And he promised them that when she came home alive, he would wear that shirt and tie. And that's exactly what he did when those girls came home.
All right, what do you want to do, make me cry now?
They're two fine reporters, and we're very lucky to have them and to have the access to the families that they do.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have Scott Taylor on now about that letter that was left by Castro.
This whole story's out of control. Just keeps changing. All right, Trev, we got to roll.
Like I said yesterday, you guys do a great job.
Thank you. Very much appreciated. So do you.
Thank you.
See you later.
Crib TV, brought to you by Window Nation.
All right, we're learning more about the house on Seymour Avenue and just how much livable space there is inside. 19 Action News reporter Dan DeRose joins us from the big board with more.
I was working with the county housing department, who gave us pretty much all the information, that really the tax documentation and really the layout of that house. Unfortunately, there's just the exterior layout that we're looking here. No walls or staircases. But what catches our eye is that there were 2 additions to the home over the years, and this little tiny room right here that was added on. We don't know what that room was for, but I can tell you it's only 6 foot by 6 foot. That is extremely small. And then this is the basement that we know at least one of the girls was held in for the better part of that decade. Very small, only 640 square feet. Again, we're not sure how it was partitioned off with walls or whatnot, but that's the basement. The second floor, very small, again, just 640 square feet, and we know that the house was listed as having 4 bedrooms and 1 bath. From the big board, Dan DeRose, 19 Action News.
Okay, Dan, well, more sick details being revealed from the Seymour Avenue House of Horrors. Published reports say Ariel Castro served cake and dinner on the anniversary of his victims' abductions. A repulsive ritual he performed every year on their abduction day. That's what a victim's cousin told the New York Times. Castro celebrated as their new birthday.
Well, Amanda Berry, you know, as a 6-year-old child, now police are ordering a paternity test. Deputy Police Chief Ed Tomba says authorities got a warrant to get Ariel Castro's DNA. A neighbor said he recently saw the girl playing at a park with Castro. Castro referred to the child as his girlfriend's daughter. Well, after being captive for more than a decade, these women will need financial help to start over. And there is an official fund set up called the Cleveland Courage Fund. You can make donations at any Key Bank branch to help Gina DeJesus, Amanda Berry, and Michelle Knight.
We've heard from Charles Ramsey, who said he helped Amanda Berry get out of the house. Now another hero comes forward. He says he was the first one on the porch to help Amanda. His story's next.
And Akron police are searching for another missing girl, a 19-year-old who disappeared Friday. Taylor Robinson was last seen being dropped off at her job as a home health care aide. If you have any information, please call Akron Police.
If your lives are like ours, you're always on the run.
Thankfully, you're always connected to 19 Action News.
We have a 19 Action News app and a First Alert weather app.
And there's 19actionnews.com, Facebook posts, and tweets.
19 Action News everywhere.
Why let constipation weigh you down? As soon as you feel it, try Miralax. It works differently than other laxatives. It draws water into your colon to unblock your system naturally. Don't wait to feel great. Miralax. Take the Miralax pledge to feel better sooner. Get a reward, like a beauty treatment, a dance class, or a $5 gift card with purchase of a specially marked pack. Go to Miralax.com for details.
I'm all about finding a good bargain, but not when it comes to your hearing. Mail order and wholesale stores might seem like they have a great deal, but read the fine print. One-size-fits-all and out-of-date technology could end up harming your hearing even more. You are unique, and so are your ears. At Hear Right, we first check your ears for wax, then give you a hearing screening to see if you even need a device. If so, we fit you with one designed for you and your needs. Isn't it time you hear right?
Make tonight a family night with a Mr. Chicken family combo. Serve them golden fried chicken, mashed potatoes with gravy, homemade sides, and fresh baked biscuits, all for around $4 a person. Stop by the drive-thru. Your dinner's ready at Mr. Chicken.
Join Wayside Furniture for our Saturday warehouse sale. Get sofas or recliners for $229, full-size iron beds for $199, reclining sofas for $499, and twin beds for $99. Save 80% on our Lazy Boy Kids buyout. Get Serta and White Dove mattresses from 50 to 80% off. 2 locations, 1 great sale. Starting this Saturday at 8 a.m. Wayside in Akron. Better furniture, priced lower.
So many stories to come out of this amazing found alive situation, including hero stories. And now another believed hero surfacing. Here's Catherine Bosley with more on that.
When the word hero comes up in regards to the 3 women rescued, the very animated Charles Ramsey here, well, he comes to mind first. But there's another man who might have really come to the rescue first.
I looked towards the front door of the house where the kidnapping was. I saw that woman screaming, asking for help. She couldn't open the door.
Angel Cordero insists he was the first to run to Amanda Berry's screams for help, ready to pull her out of what he assumed was a house on fire.
She told me no, that I've been kidnapped for 10 years. And so I pulled the door, but it was locked with a chain. And so I tried to open the door, but I couldn't, so I had to give it a few kicks.
He goes on to describe the heart-racing rescue, fearing Castro's return home. Exactly when the already known hero, Charles Ramsey, would come into play, he doesn't say. And with Ramsey's story...
come outside, I see this girl going nuts, trying to get out of her house. So I go on the porch.
Takes his time to get to any mention of we.
So, you know, I figured it's a domestic violence dispute. So I open the door, and we can't get in that way because how the door is.
Put the stories together, though, and it seems the reality of the rescue comes down to teamwork. But now the question, as we hear from Cordero, why all this time only Ramsey the hero? Many would agree his booming personality certainly helps, and working perhaps against Cordero, maybe his more reserved ways, and his struggle with English. But what really matters is neither man struggling with a big decision to help. Now, Cordero says he has no bad feelings about Ramsey, but he did feel he needed to speak up, too. In the Newsplex, Catherine Bosley, 19 Action News. All right, also speaking up, Amanda Berry's dad today. He said he knew he would see his daughter again.
I didn't think she was dead, no, never gave up. Keep hope. Keep hope. Don't give up till you know. Because I never gave up. Because I knew the kid's heart.
Johnny Berry is recovering from back surgery in his Tennessee home. He moved there after splitting with Amanda's mom in 1999.
Boston bomber Tamerlan Tsarnaev is now buried. Meanwhile, Congress is holding its first hearings on what went right and what went wrong in Boston. Details next. First, here's Jeff.
All right, let's go down to Independence. You know, it's now a mostly cloudy sky. We had just about full sunshine most of the day, and that's a sign of the next system coming in. We got rain, big drop in temperature there. Most accurate forecast coming up.
19 Action News. Honest, fair, everywhere.
Original reporting at its best. One more reason America's fastest growing network evening newscast is the CBS Evening News with Scott Pelley.
When you need a car, truck or van, who you gonna call? Auto Nation! Coast to coast, across the land, who you gonna call? Auto Nation!
Mullinax and John Lance are now Auto Nation, America's coast-to-coast automotive retailer. Get low upfront prices and a money-back guarantee.
Who you gonna call? Auto Nation!
Skilled caring nurses are in demand. You can get the education you need to become one in 2 years or less at Bryant and Stratton College. Receive personal instruction in industry current medical labs and real-world experience through an internship. Prepare to take the National Council licensure exam for registered nurses and develop the proficiencies employers want. Have a calling to help others? Call Bryant and Stratton College now and find out how their nursing program may be perfect for you.
Outdoor living spaces come to life when designed with Unilock products made with Enduracolor. For a free estimate and design consultation, join us online at unilock.com. Unilock, designed to connect.
You have a roof that looks like this.
Would you like a roof that looks like this?
You want to renovate? Call 888-888-8221. one. For the line, let's get talking. Right, Dad?
Right, Emery.
Gentlemen, the British have us in retreat, but I have a plan.
I never got this update.
I'm sorry.
My mailbox is full.
Could you please pay attention
And our
here?
server's been really slow lately. We should probably delete some files.
You know, General.
What now?
We should get cloud services new from Time Warner Cable Business Class. They are affordable, secure software solutions and include Microsoft Hosted Exchange, SharePoint, and online backup. All delivered in the cloud so you can focus on running your army.
Excellent idea. You're fired.
Help your Army, large or small, reach its fullest potential. Call or click today.
Celebrate the exciting events in Pittsburgh this summer with the $50 gift certificate to Permanente Brothers, a night at the Fairmont Pittsburgh, and all-day passes for Golden Triangle Bike Rental. Log on to 19actionnews.com and click on contest to enter to win this Pittsburgh prize package.
19 Action News First Alert Weather is sponsored by Ford. Go further. 19 Action News. Honest, fair, everywhere.
Of course, we're following some other news, specifically a local man and his company who have been the subject of a Carl Monday investigation. Today, the FBI and Cleveland police moved in. The feds and CPD conducted early morning raids on the home and business of rubbish hauler Chris Gattarello. They confiscated unnamed documents, but there were no arrests. Carl Monday showed how Gattarello has been dumping thousands of tons of garbage in city neighborhoods instead of hauling them to an approved landfill. The FBI not talking about it now.
Washington lawmakers investigating the government's response to the Boston Marathon bombings and whether steps could have been taken to prevent the attack. 19 Action News correspondent Danielle Nottingham has details.
Boston Marathon.
Lawmakers want to know if there were gaps in counterterrorism surveillance that might have prevented the Boston bombings. The FBI and CIA received separate warnings from Russia in 2011 that suspect Tamerlan Tsarnaev had become radicalized.
The FBI never asked the Boston police for any input they had, never gave his name to the Boston police to keep an eye on him. To me, that's inexcusable.
Boston's police commissioner says if his department had known, officers might have taken a closer look at Tsarnaev.
When information is out there that affects the safety of my community, I need to know that.
Former Senator Joseph Lieberman helped create the Homeland Security Department after the 9/11 attacks. Lieberman testified authorities should have also been concerned about Tsarnaev's online activities.
I'm afraid that they didn't know that Tamerlan had put up his own YouTube channel and was broadcasting all those violent Islamist extremist videos. That's one of the places where the system broke down.
This was the first in a series of hearings on the bombings. Some lawmakers say the attacks were the first real security failure since 9/11. Commissioner Edward Davis also told the panel that cameras near the Boston Marathon finish line led to the identification of the suspects. But he said police also need the help of the community.
We need to explain to the community to report the kind of activity that these brothers were involved in prior to the incident.
Tamerlan Tsarnaev's body has finally been moved from a Worcester funeral home and laid to rest in an undisclosed location. On Capitol Hill, Danielle Nottingham, 19 Action News.
In Arizona, Jodi Arias is back in court for the penalty phase of her trial. Yesterday, jurors convicted her of killing her ex-boyfriend. Minutes after the verdict, she said she wants to die. Arias maintains she did not plan the murder of Travis Alexander. If she's given the death sentence, she'd be the fourth woman on death row in the state.
Lawmakers are pushing for answers on Benghazi. A House committee spent hours looking into the attack at the United States consulate that killed 4 Americans. Whistleblowers who work for the State Department testified, saying the actions of their superiors may have cost 4 people their lives. Republicans accused former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, who may be considering a run for the White House, of shirking her responsibility to provide adequate security for Americans in Libya. The State Department, though, denies she was ever made aware of the problems that existed. Meanwhile, someone stabbed an American outside the U.S. Embassy in Cairo. The American was rushed to a nearby hospital. Police arrested his attacker and are questioning him.
Well, we have some more appreciable rain coming at us. We haven't really seen that so far since the month of May started. Right now, we do have a mostly cloudy sky in place. There's your rain and storms moving through Indiana and the Chicago area. That's the first of 2 fronts that'll be coming through. That first front will be moving through tomorrow night. But I think the first wave of rain will be arriving later on tonight, and then again late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. That's going to be even a better chance. It's 81 now in Sandusky, 76 Cleveland, 77 Akron, 74 degrees Ashtabula, and there's the sign.